With elections in the US and the new European Commission set to enter office, the global energy sector is about to undergo some changes, especially in attitudes towards clean gases. Johnson Matthey is based in the UK, where reports have shown lagging growth in green hydrogen CCUS. Bedar, why is this?
Green hydrogen, quite frankly, is, yes, lacking, is actually slowing down a little bit, but that has nothing to do with against green. Green is needed, green will be thriving, but what is happening is the green cost is actually much higher at the moment, so therefore other technology that need to fill the gap between now and next, let's say, 15 years or so. So Johnson Matthey is committed. It have been in the green hydrogen technology for many years in the past. We have a deep expertise over 60, 70 years. We are ready to go, but I think there are bigger picture that is green hydrogen production requires water. You have technology itself. So if you look at the cost perspective, really it is much higher than what market can afford at the moment. So therefore it's a slowdown, but it will come back. And what need to happen in the industry is everybody need to come together to bring innovation to reduce the cost. How to manage the water, because there's a huge amount of water that's actually required to produce the green hydrogen. So how to minimize that would be a part of the scope, as well as the incentive, as well as the awareness from the society and what have you. When it's all come together, it's a matter of time. It will come. It will come. But right now, I think there are other choices that are much better than the green hydrogen. That's all it is.
Now, you operate out in Texas, in the US, the land of oil and gas. From what you've seen, what are some of the prominent attitudes towards using these technologies as a decarbonizing asset?
Really, that's another great question. There is no negative attitude towards the green technology, green hydrogen, electrification. No really negative attitude towards this kind of decarbonizations and the green solutions. And if you notice, past 10 years or so, Texas has been one of the states that has been growing tremendously. Many hundreds of gigawatts have been installed, solar, wind, and combination thereof. However, a state is actually coming to realize that to have reliability in the grid, you really have to rely on natural gas. So therefore, in the recent years, there have been a public sentiment saying, yes, we like green, but we need to use something that is actually highly reliable. So therefore, you cannot escape gas. So Texas Electric Commission, ERCOT, have been devising how to balance both sides, adapting green and going very big the way they have been. At the same time, trying to accommodate the gas, that would be blue hydrogen, and that's what the Johnson Matthey actually come in a very big way to contribute, whether it's a power sector or another sector where hydrogen would be very, very important.
You mentioned reliance there. Do you think that the use of hydrogen and CCUS, specifically blue hydrogen, could cause us to get locked into fossil fuels for longer than we should?
Really, it's not getting locked in. For example, if I look at the decarbonization as a journey next, let's say 30 years or so, what you have here is a time horizon. So let's say between now and next 15 years, 15 years to let's say 20 years, and then 20 years to 30 years. If I look at that time horizon, between now and next 15 years, it's actually necessity that you have to use the gas and combination with the CCUS or CCS. So it's actually a necessity because no other technology that can come with the reliability that is needed for the society that can be delivered without the gas. So adapting in a pragmatic way gas and the CCS doesn't mean that actually you're getting locked in. See, market always will decide and always will choose the technology that is good for the society as well as from the cost perspective. So really, currently going towards implementation of CCS-based gas or natural gas, going to the power, going to the refinery or another area, is not getting locked in for the long haul, because in the long haul, you will have other technologies such as battery and green hydrogen, actually we talked about. Cost will become much lower, so therefore, really, those will kick in. So it's a balancing act. In fact, I want to give you another reminder here. EIA is a US administrative backed organization that does a lot of analytics and forecasting for the future. If you look at that, they are also predicting even 2050, much farther out, right? You will have the reliability of gas, or you need to depend on the gas almost more than 30%. So that's where you cannot escape the reality of gas backed up with the CCS going into power, going into refinery, and so on and so forth. So it's actually a portfolio approach. All the above would be needed to decarbonize the world to impact the climate change.
Now, with the elections in the US, the new European Commission taking office, what do you think will be critical for these governments when it comes to the decarbonization of gas assets?
I think that there are mixed opinion in some communities, but by and large, what I can sense, I have been in this industry for a very long period of time, whether in the US after November, the administration changing or continuing, I think support for the climate actions will be continuing, and also CCS-based some action, utilization of gas will be taking place. I think it's not going to go anywhere. And as a broader European community, I mean, they have been supporting, they have been actually vanguard and leader in this kind of pursuit. So with the new office taking place within the European Commission, I don't think there would be upside down changes towards the attitude of adapting better technology to address climate situations. And if I might add one more thing here, even in the US context, because it's a very large country, large economy, oil and gas, energy sector is huge. So if you look at that context, the entire US is divided into blue and red. So either way you look at it, most of the red state, which is Republican, and they are going to be liking, blue hydrogen with the CCS bags because it will actually create a lot of jobs. So either way you slice it, whether you love the climate, do something about it, or doing something about climate change actions such as CCS-based gas utilization, it will actually create a job. So both sides actually will adopt this kind of measure. So I actually do not think that change in European commissions or change in US administrations is going to have a tremendous upside-down effect of the initiative that have been going on past 3-4 years is going to continue. I think CCS-based blue hydrogen decarbonization, it will create, in my humble opinion, as a second industrial revolution that will create so many jobs, the economic growth, as well as entire society will be elevated to different value chain and what have you.
Bedar, thank you so much for joining and sharing your insights. For more insights into the energy transition, make sure to join the Enlit community.